All right, I've been teasing it all week. Today's the day. We've got the 2026 Jayco Precept 36C behind me. Let's go check this thing out. So as I said before, Jayco Precept 36C, this is the Blackbird full body paint. This thing is absolutely stunning. Again, full body paint. These aren't graphics. You've got the two sides on the slides on this side with slide toppers. You've got the 255/80 G-rated Michelin tires. They're front and rear disc brakes. And then this has got 134 cubic feet of storage area. You can see all the compartments down below. So Mike's gonna help me out here, and we're gonna take a look in all these compartments kind of one by one, show you just what we're talking about. Excuse the noise with the generator, but inside, all plastic molded. So this is huge because this isn't gonna rust over time. You can also see the metal slam latches. Come around here, you got the big 5,500 watt Cummins owning generator, one of the best generators you can have. Again, just massive storage in here. And this goes up in there, all the way across, and it's lit. Golf clubs, whatever you need in there, lawn chairs, maybe tents. More massive storage in here. Now down below, this is our gray and black holding tanks. We'll talk more about tanks here in a little bit as far as capacities. Take a look at these massive Michelin tires. Come around here, we've got all our sanitizing, dry camping, everything. The thing I love about Jayco is Jayco makes this very, very easy. So everything is color coded. Everything is right here, winterizing, de-winterizing. Down below, you've got your water filter, and you can see all PEX plumbing as well. In here, plug. A little bit more storage if you need it. This is a gas engine. We'll talk about the engine here in a second. Access to your sewage. And then again, they're just throwing storage wherever they can throw storage. It's really amazing. We'll come around the back. As we're heading around the back here, we'll talk about this ladder. You got a fully walkable roof. Up on top there, you've got a backup camera. And as we come around the side here, you do have a Suburban, and this is a tankless water heater. This is upgraded from the Elante. More storage in here. You got your solar inverter there. So something really cool here that I'm gonna have Mike show you is you've got the two batteries, but they're a pull-out battery, which is really cool. So you do have 56 pounds of propane down below, but then check that out. The batteries actually slide out for you, so absolutely amazing. And then besides just the propane down there, you do have an LP connection there for a grill. Kind of zoom out and see this beautiful side. We're gonna get all this here in a second. But again, massive pass-through.
This is the rotocast, so you can clean it out. You'll never have any water damage in here.
Perfect. Again, more storage, light sensor, and take a look at these doors, by the way, as we have them open. Extremely thick, 2 inches, one of the thickest in its class. And this is your full pass-through there. And we'll come up to the front here. One more, and believe it or not, we still have one more. So again, 134 cubic feet.
Locked.
And you know what? I messed up on that one. I did it again, guys. I left one locked, but that one's pretty small. So let's head around the front of the camper. All right, we're coming around here to the business end. This is the front. First and foremost, you got this massive Ford V8. This is the 7.3 Godzilla engine in here. Mike's putting down the front here. You can look inside. All standard Ford things, except for Jayco worked with an extra company, or an outside company, I should say, on this blower motor here. So what that does is it is upgraded so that this giant windshield, and let's step back here because that's the only way you're going to see it, 120-inch panoramic windshield. This thing is the biggest in its class. bigger than the Fleetwood that we have. But they had to work on some way to get this cooled and defrosted. So you've got all your vents there with all that extra power to make sure your windshield's all in good working order. Down around the front here, we've got LED lighting, halogen down here as far as your signals, and then this all lights up LED as well, which is absolutely beautiful. Really a statement piece coming down the road. We're gonna move around to the campsite here. And as we move around to the campsite and take a look at it, talk about your tanks. I mentioned earlier, you do have 80-gallon fuel tank that's shared with the generator. When you get down to a quarter tank, that generator will shut off. 72 gallons on your fresh gray and black tanks. And then we already talked about the 56 pounds on your propane, and those are heated tanks as well. One thing before we go too far I like to call out is the JRide. JRide is what makes these units special and what makes these units different from everything else. So you've got a computer balanced drive shaft, safety plus steering stabilizers, Koni FSD shocks, variable rate front and rear jounce bumpers, and heavy duty front and rear stabilizers. It's going to make sure this behemoth drives as smooth as it looks. We got our front windows up there. Our front entry door. What's really cool about this front entry door is when you open it, you do have your power steps down there below. Mike, open it up there. Got your steps. We'll be going inside to take a tour of that here in a second. Up top, you got a massive 20-foot awning. Something a little bit different with this awning. One, they gave it a little bit of a design to match the coach, which I think is really nice. And then another piece is you've got LED lights, and your LED lights are all inside this metal tube here. So they're usually up against the coach, but they're actually on the actual awning, which is really cool. We've got the TV entertainment center out there. And then we've got these Lippert 4000 series windows. These windows are absolutely amazing frameless windows. You can see they're cut off, they're square, they're not that like kind of rounded. You get a really contemporary modern look to go with this coach, and they're gonna last forever. Coming around here to the front, you've got your TV entertainment center with JBL. You've got some extra plugs there. We talked about your Suburban tankless water heater. Slide toppers, we already know about that. And then as we come around back, we talked about the ladder, but something I want to talk about is on the roof. So on the roof of this unit, you're going to get a lot of extras. Well, you've got your AC, obviously, 15,000 and 13.5 AC units. You're going to have your 200-watt solar. That's going to come with a 1,200-watt inverter. We talked about that earlier. You've got the WineGuard 2.0, Wi-Fi with a 4G antenna built in, and then it's prepped for satellite up there as well. So one of the best roofs in class, and the fact that they painted it black on this unit just makes it look super slick. So let's go inside and take a look at this thing. Five stairs to get up in here. See down here below, you do have your main power. That's your step power, on in and out, all your accented lighting as well. Bluetooth controller. Now just kind of give you a quick spin. Again, I like to give you guys a little tease, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. One of the best in its class. You guys know it's super hot out here today, and these two AC units are keeping us frigid in here. I think we almost need a jacket. So we're gonna go up here to Mike. I'm gonna give Mike the keys up here as well. So you can see Mike is sitting in a swivel seat, so you can easily get in and out of this unit, which is great. That is a 6-way power seat as well. And then you've got armrests on both sides. So these seats are both going to turn around, so that way you've just got a lot of luxury and comfort. And then you've got a little cocktail table that goes right there in the middle between both seats. So seating in this is an absolute premium. But we'll start right up here at the front. Mike's showing you, we've got an up and down shade here for the front window. You got to have something to cover up that massive panoramic window. You got shades over here on the side. So again, you can close everything up when you're at the campsite. Make sure that nobody can see in. Great privacy. And then you got some nice little accent lighting up front as well. As we come around here to the side, you do have your stabilizers control. If I can't get around here to see it. You got your stabilizer, your cup holder, your USBs, fog lights, just your regular speedometer and tachometer. And then something really cool I want to show you with this is, so right now obviously the rear backup camera is on, but if we turn on the left blinker, you get your left side, which we can't see anything because of our slide, and then you've got your right side as well, which we've got the door open. But when you put on that blinker, that's a really nice piece. Like I said, you got lights here. You can turn your accent lights on and off. And then we're going to come around to the passenger, because this is important. So as a passenger, obviously you're sitting there, right, enjoying this beautiful ride, but check out this amazing pull-out. So this pull-out can be used for a bunch of things. I think I said in the last video, I was like, it can be used for a map. How about a laptop, right? This is probably one of the best offices you're going to have. I know right now we're looking at the IHOP, but think about looking at a mountain or a stream or wherever you're sitting in your campsite, and you're sitting there doing work. You got your 110s over there, you've got your USBs, a spot to hold your phone, cup holder, and then you've even got spots above as well. Great design by Jayco here. They've got the strutted cabinets. You look at the construction on these are all wood cabinetry. These are soft close as well. Just awesome. Got them on both sides. And then you've got your JBL speakers. Something I forgot to tell you about this unit as well is this is a fully Apple CarPlay and Android Auto unit. Sirius XM as well. So you can wirelessly connect to your maps and be driving no issues. You do have cruise control. This unit also has overdrive and tow haul mode as well. All right, so we're going to come to the living side of things. And again, I teased you a little bit. We'll start over here on the kitchen side. Got a nice little cabinet up above there. We'll come over to the dinette. So this is a legless dinette, which is really nice. And then you're going to have seat belts in all 4 seats. You don't get this in all units. So you got seat belts on that side, 2 seat belts on that side. And then you've got the giant 50-inch 4K smart TV on a televator. So that TV can go up and down. You got your JBL soundbar, some little accent lighting. See that beautiful accent lighting above too. Just gives us a real nice feel. And then also, you've got soft touch ceilings. Come around to this other side here. All your cabinetry again. Jayco's cleaned all of this up. Just real modern and contemporary. And all these wood on nice struts, soft close, and tons of storage. 134 cubic feet outside. I mean, the inside is just as great. On this side, you do have a pull-out couch. So this unit can sleep 7, by the way. You've got 2 recliners there. Mike, are these recliners power?
Yep.
See if oh, there we go. Now, this is the only way to watch TV, right? A little fireplace, a little ambiance, because, you know, it's hot today, but we got the fireplace going. Mike's chilling, probably going to take a nap, watching some golf or something. And you have USB in there as well. And again, I mentioned 32-inch fireplace that does put out heat, but it is also color changing as well. Tons of storage up above, tons of storage below. And then something that is new this year, aside from like the cabinetry and some little colors, these blinds are new. So these blinds are really cool. I'm going to have Mike show you how these function. So they're already inset, real nice framed window, and they just pull down. Here's the other really cool thing about these. You're not going to hear these when you're going down the road. They're not going to be tapping. They're not going to be clanking back and forth. So you don't have to do anything about that. I think this is a really nice residential look. And then Mike's showing you here too. Not only do you have the blackout shade, but you have the day shade as well, which is really slick. So kudos to Jayco for doing a great job on this unit with that. Plugs everywhere, which is really nice. And then Mike's showing us down below here, you've got even more storage because they're going to put storage absolutely everywhere under both of these. Jayco does steel framing on all of this, so you're safe. You can see some of the steel framing down there. Again, all plywood construction. We don't use OSB with Jayco. Then we're going to head back to the kitchen here. So, beautiful kitchen. You got a little L design, nice drawers. These are 75-pound drawer capacity, all wood construction, steel ball bearing, easy close, which is really nice. Obviously, we still have hoses and stuff in there. Up top, plenty of cabinet space. You do have all your plugs up here. That's for your antenna, your roof satellite if you have one, and you do have HDMI cable in there as well for game systems, maybe a Roku, whatever you might have. But again, this is a smart TV. Off the cover there, you got a beautiful stainless sink, solid countertop, and then you got your extendable faucet there. Plenty of storage under the sink. You do have a little bit of a U-trap there, but much more than usual. You can probably even get a little trash can under there. And then again, Jayco with the win here, staying with a actual full-size microwave and a stove. No convection oven down below. You got your full microwave, plenty of space, turning in there, and your grate. Down below here, you've got your 3-burner, and then you still got your stove. So I absolutely love this. I think that's a big miss on some of these new units. Okay. Then massive storage down there. Pans, pots, rice maker, you name it, blender. You can do your full living here. We'll hit up the refrigerator last. This is a full-size GE ice maker and water maker. Water dispenser, I should say. You got a filter in there. All your crisper space, freezer space. This is absolutely amazing. Again, living on the road here. Across from that, we're going to go to storage and to the control panel. So again, just absolutely, just storage everywhere in this unit. I absolutely love this. You can, as campers, we can't have enough storage, and especially if you're living in this full time. Well, we've got the bathroom here. Now in the bathroom, another nice feature is you've got your washer and dryer in here. So Whirlpool dryer, Whirlpool washer down below. Again, all wood cabinetry, double shades there. You got your attic fan with controls on the wall. You don't have to reach up there to it. Old school medicine cabinet storage, residential hinging, storage down below. Porcelain toilet with foot flush. You could hear the porcelain as Mike was knocking on it there. And this does have a pocket door. It's got a nice little handle here, so that way that doesn't bounce about as you're going down the road. Bedroom. This is a really nice space. So you've got a his and hers ward. So plenty of space for hanging. That seems to always be a big issue in these units. Tons of storage space down below. You got your ladder for up front there. And again, more storage space. Do have a 32-inch smart TV back here as well. And Mike, if you would, lift up that TV. That TV is actually on struts. So you've got even more storage behind here and plugs. So who knows? You can fit just about anything back there. As we swing around here, you've got plenty of storage up above. Really nice backer on the board, on the bed there, as I can't speak. You've got some little storage down below, and then you do have wireless charging on each side of the bed. You got plugs up above here, which is really nice. And I would say this is CPAP certified. You got enough room for a CPAP on each side of these. So that's a nice feature as well. This is a king size bed. Plenty of room to walk around each side. And then, believe it or not, we are still not done. We're going back to the rear bath here. So yeah, this is a 2-bath unit. This isn't a 2 full bath, it's a 1.5. Mike's opening up all the storage here, so you got just a massive medicine cabinet. Huge space over here, probably full towels and whatnot. Again, all soft closed doors. Get a little hook for towels and whatnot. Again, porcelain toilet with foot flush. Storage down below. Aluminum sink. And then I love this. Great size shower. You've got a little tub area down there. Jayco frames all of those in. You got this 2-piece shower. Plenty of room above for headspace. Oh yeah, you got the attic fan again with buttons on the wall. And like I said earlier, Suburban tankless water heater. Choose your temperature. And then underneath, real treat here. Again, a ton of space. So maybe this is where your winter clothes goes. Maybe this is where your bed sheets, comforter, things like that go. Just an absolute massive amount of space that they've thought about everything. Sliding door here. This is a 1-piece door, not a 2-piece door. I kind of like that. So that's all going to close here. Close you in. It does have a little switch, a little locking mechanism. Mike's going to close that up for us. So you got a nice private bedroom. You don't have to mess with a double sliding door. I kind of like that. And then as we come out here, as we look down, you're going to see all the LED puck lighting. You've got all your vents down for the Helix air system as well. We've talked about the soft touch ceiling, which is going to keep your noise down. And then you've got 2 AC units on this, like we said. You got a 15,000 with heat pump and a 13.5 as well. These are both Coleman Mach units. Standout piece on this unit though is this touchscreen. So this touchscreen, and I kind of zoom in on it here a little bit while Mike messes with it. Very responsive. This is going to do your whole coach. So this is going to control your generator. It's going to control all your lighting, your hall lighting, rear lighting, front, all your exterior. As I turn around here, I'll have Mike do some of the lighting from the touchscreen here. You can see we're getting everything turned off, which is really nice. And getting everything turned back on. You do have your ACs right here. You can control both of them. They are independent as well. And then you can see there, you've got your front and rear furnace. These are both 30K BTU, so you're gonna have plenty of heat in the winter. You can even control your bath fans from here. And then I think you've got your slides control on here as well, and your awning. So again, real easy. You can lock out your slides, and then you've got all your retractable as well. And again, right now we've got an ignition lockout on these since the ignition's on. So what we are going to do is we're going to turn off the ignition because we're going to show you what the space looks like in this unit with these closed, because that's always important, right? You're traveling, what's it going to look like when this is all closed up? So I'm going to stand at the front here, show you this panel as Mike starts to close these up here. But you got all your different inputs and everything. Turn around here. Mike's bringing in the slides. Extremely fast slide. This is a rack and pinion slide. Don't have to worry about weights or sitting on it or anything like that when you're moving. This is your full-size slide on this side. This is almost the whole length of the coach. You can see back here too, you've got internal and external seals. And then right here, so this isn't bad, you guys. And here's the thing, everyone says, you know, this might be a little tight. I don't know. I don't think it's that bad, because if you're going down the road, you can sit in your seats, everything buckled, and I like it because you can still hold on to everything as you're going throughout. So I think that's a really nice piece, is that you can still hold everything. You can still get full access to the bathroom. That's not a problem there. And then Mike's going to put in the bedroom here. You're still going to have full access to the bedroom. Come back here. This is a Schwintek slide on this back unit. Again, right slide for the right operation. Light. You can still get back here, get into the bed, still take a nap if that trip is just way too long. And then this is kind of what it looks like from the back. So last thing we're going to do is we're going to open this all up, and then we're going to put that bunk down. Tell you a little bit about the bunk. So that is a 750-pound capacity. It's almost a queen size bunk. So it's a little over full, not quite queen. And we've got everything running in here. Beautiful TV. And again, the view, guys. The view on this. I made a big deal about this the first time, but I took a customer for a drive the other day, and that was the one thing they just couldn't even believe. You don't have your pillars in your way. You can see absolutely everything on the road, and it feels really, really comfortable to drive. I think that's something that's underrated. Everyone's really intimidated to drive these units. Driving these, not a problem at all. All right, so got the slides back out here. Again, you can kind of see how quickly this is all working. Mike's doing this all from the touchscreen, which is really great. Everything's back out, fully operational. Last piece as we back out here, 750-pound bunk capacity. That's going to drop down, give you plenty of sleeping space. You got a little light up there as well. All right, guys, two last features I want to talk about is the awning right above the door. That's something really cool you can put out if you don't want to put out the whole outside awning. The other thing, if I just scooch to the side here, again, you see that 2+3 year on the Jayco. You've got a 2-year bumper to bumper entire unit warranty, right? And then you've got your 5-year 60 on your engine transmission as well. But hey, come on down to Apache. We're here in Wentzville. We're also in Hazelwood. Again, we want you to take these for a spin. We want you to experience them. We want you to walk through them. We want to turn on the generator for you. Make sure you see all the bells and whistles. Come on down and see us.